Everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. I know, I'm taking a weekend off to rest. That worked, didn't it? Right, never mind. We've got things to discuss, people. So a few days ago, of course, you'll all be aware by now, or most likely anyway, the Snyder Cut for Justice League is going to be released in 2021 on HBO Max. And this is huge news because, number one, it proves the existence of the Snyder Cut. I always thought that the Snyder Cut existed. I didn't think there was a complete version of it. I thought there was a partial version of it. You know, there was a point up to when Zack Snyder had to step away from the project due to, terrible personal tragedy. But I didn't think it was a complete. But I thought there was a Snyder Cut of some variety. So it proved that it did actually exist. Not only that, it shows significant intent by AT&T to make Warner and DC work. Now, this is something which is exceptionally interesting because since AT&T took over Warner Brothers, since they bought them out, we have seen a complete change in attitude from DC Comics. Even during the COVID situation, they wanted to pump comics out. They needed to get product out. Why did they need to get product out? They needed to justify themselves as an entity for AT&T. Because they themselves have a few issues. They could do with cutting some dead fat away from them. Dead fat, dead flesh, dead something. They could cut away something from them. And so DC would be one of those potential things. DC Comics, if it wasn't proving to be profitable enough, if it wasn't proving to be significant enough, they could get rid of it. DC Publishing, no problem. And they could farm out the IP. They could farm out the IP to different studios, whether it be Dark Horse, whether it be Marvel. They could put it out anywhere. My God, they could even say, hey, you guys on Indiegogo who are making a fortune with your comics, what about if we gave you one of the big boys for us? Because AT&T are in the business of making money. Something which really scares a lot of these companies, because these companies, it's about the message. No. It's not any longer. If your product doesn't sell, your product finishes or you finish. So they've done the same with Warner Brothers. They have seen that there has been, for 3 years now, since the release of Justice League, significant push by people to want to see the Snyder Cut. Now, this isn't an endorsement of the Snyder Cut in as much as I'm not saying the Snyder Cut's going to be amazing, it's going to be fantastic. All I'm saying is there is a movement out there, hashtag release the Snyder Cut, that wants to see Zack Snyder's vision. Justice League, Joss Whedon's one, was a mess. An utter mess of a film. At the very least, Zack Snyder's cut may be cohesive. It might not be the best. It might not be phenomenal. It might be okay. But I think it's going to be more cohesive, and I think it's going to marry more together with the other films that he's made. Love them or hate them. There is a curiosity here, and if this curiosity makes people buy subscriptions for HBO Max, that is exactly what AT&T want. Zack Snyder showed them the cut. They liked it. They liked it enough to back it. They liked it enough to throw another $20 to $30 million behind it to finish it off. And that in itself says a lot. That says that they got confidence in this cut. We also have some very cheeky things from them as well. This, by the way, is the great Alex Ross-esque photograph that they took. It's wonderful. But then AT&T tweet this out last night. And the actor who plays Darkseid confirms, "Hi, I'm such and such. I'm the actor who plays Darkseid in Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League." So there's lots of interesting little things to come with this cut. We're going to have to wait until next year to see it, but fans have got something that they've wanted. And do you know what fans do? They bring this to the table. This is what they bring to the table. They bring wallets and purses. They bring money. Who don't bring money? Media. Access media. They bring goose egg. They have meltdowns because they've been busting their ass for 5 years being a Star Wars fan for access. And then when it doesn't happen, they have teddy tantrums like the babies that they are. But they bring nothing. They don't bring money. They don't bring exposure. They don't bring people to the table. Once upon a time, Access Media did, but now they have no throw whatsoever. It is dying. It is dying a lingering death. And they are bitter. And they are full of anger and envy because of it. And where are the people going? They're coming to YouTube. They're coming to channels like mine, Nerdrotic, Yellow Flash, Just Some Guy, etc., etc. That's where they're going. Because they want somebody who they believe to be genuine and honest with the opinion that they give. They might agree with it and they might disagree with it. No one here is telling you to agree with everything. And we might get things wrong from time to time. To err is human and all that. But Access Media is having an absolute meltdown about this. Oh, why releasing the Justice League Snyder Cut sets a dangerous precedent. Oh, giving fans what they want sets a dangerous precedent. Giving people who vote with their wallet a voice above cucks like us who do nothing but belittle the audience and fracture fans from fandom. This is what Access Media does. Purposely so. Because if it didn't, it would feel it has no relevance, which is exactly the truth. Now, I would go through this article a little bit more and go through various details of it, but this article is actually disgusting. When you read into it all and the way that they paint Zack Snyder here, it's repulsive and repugnant. As if he just got up and abandoned this project halfway through, complete and utterly brushing off the fact that he had the terrible tragedy of his daughter taking her own life. Brushing it off. Then tarnishing fans for doing things like setting up charity or contributing to charities that deal with suicide. Oh, those toxic fans giving money to charities. Oh my, what a horrible thing to do. Or those disgusting fans who put banners in the skies saying, release the Snyder Cut. I myself have been a victim of this, walking down the street, seeing people clutching their pearls. Will the madness never end? Why? Why would they put a sign in the sky by the plane saying, release the Snyder Cut? These people are pathetic. And they're pathetic because they're trying to cling on to some sort of relevance which no longer exists for them. Their voice is diminishing daily, and the fans' voices are getting louder because fans are the one that bring the money to the table, not this shite here. Not these people here. They cause discontent. That's their purpose. They profiteer from it. This is Ray Porter. That said, and because I've been given permission, hi, I'm Ray. I played Darkseid in Zack Snyder's Justice League. There. It's out now. This great imagery. I don't think this is from the film. I don't think so. Maybe. It could be from Injustice, but that looks great for Darkseid anyway. Fandom needs a lift right now. It truly does. We've seen nothing but our franchises that we've loved, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, comics, be torn apart by extremists who want to get the message out, who don't want to put out an entertaining product, who want to lecture you, who want to tell you to be on the right side of history by being bigots and all this kind of stuff, but brandishing us it, of course. Fandom needed a lift. And part of fandom is getting it. The people that wanted to see the release of the Snyder Cut is actually going to get it. And good for them. They absolutely deserve it. But this, from the media, this is all rampant everywhere. You go to IGM, you go to these other places. They are not happy one bit. They are fully supportive in shutting these things down. They don't want fans to get what they want. Because if companies like AT&T start to listen to fans, what is the point of them? They have zero purpose. Zero reason to exist. And once more, that is why all their companies are failing miserably. Why massive layoffs are happening all over the place, because their relevance is gone. Because AT&T, and as Gary from Nerdrotic said last night, I'm not going to have sympathy for $1 billion company, but AT&T are in the business of making money. And when you're in the business of making money, the place that you go is to where the money exists. And money exists in fandom. People with a lot of disposable cash, with somewhere, the desire to place it somewhere. Why not it be them? Give the fans what they want. Now, we may see the David Ayer cut for Suicide Squad. It's been hinted at. Even David Ayer has hinted at it. We know that his cut was severely butchered by the committee, whatever you want to call it. Oh, we want it to be a bit more like this. We want it to be a bit more Deadpool-y. We want it to be a bit more like... And so the vision of the director is gone. So yes, it's going to be nice to see the vision of Zack Snyder. Yes, it would be interesting to see the vision of David Ayer. Hell's bells, I would even be interested in seeing the vision of Josh Trank's Fantastic Four, to see where that was going to go. But he might have burnt too many bridges. Oh, don't worry, Paul Feig, you can keep your Ghostbusters 2016 3.5 hour cut. I'm good. I still haven't seen the original one and will never do so. So there we go. It's a small win for fandom, but it's a significant win because it's actually showing that people who want to make money, who are in the business of making money, not messages, are now beginning to listen to the people that have the money. Oopsie doopsies. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.